Hey y'all, it's the 21 Minutes or Less podcast. Coming at y'all with episode 4. It's part 2 of our relationship series. And today, first, we're talking about breaks. Okay?
Do you think it's healthy to have breaks within a relationship or marriage?
I'm a big, take a breaker. So I would say yes. Even when I was just talking about my ex, when I asked for the 6-month break, because I wanted to, I guess, fuck niggas. It wasn't to break up. It was, it's the
story, man. I'm like, wait, hold on. I thought that was I didn't know what that was.
Yes, unfortunately. But yeah, I didn't ask to break up. I was like, can we take a break? Mm-hmm. But of course, that was it was just over after that. But yeah, I'm really big on breaks because I feel like it gives you a chance to see, do I really want to do this? Unless y'all, married or something, it's okay, we're
right.
doing this.
And in marriage, you can't really take a break. I mean, you can, but no, that's not
together.
That's just not something you do. If it's,
right.
I mean, I guess people have. Usually, when people take break in a marriage, it's to the point of we separating for a little while. So it's not you finna go to somewhere else for a couple weeks just because a little argument. No, when you're in a marriage, you have to work them arguments out. Mm-hmm. Whether if it's not that day, the next day, or whatever the case may be, because it ain't no leaving for. Especially with kids, you can't just leave when you got kids. So it's not like I could just go somewhere for 2 weeks or something and leave him and the kid alone. No, that's crazy. So, yeah, you can't really take breaks in marriage unless it's to the point of, okay, let's separate. Mm-hmm. We're agreeing, we get in different places, all that. And then if it comes to a time where we want to stay married, then we can. Or if we want to get a divorce, then we can. But I definitely think in relationships, a break is good.
I think that's the scary part about marriage for me. You can't take a break and be pause this for 6 months.
Yeah.
So, it's just a huge commitment.
I was going to say, do you have commitment issues?
Of course. I have attachment issues, commitment issues,
abandonment issues. Because when you find that person, I feel like when you find that person, it becomes less scary to me. I mean, it's still scary. Even when I was getting married, I'm like, do I really want to be with him for the rest of my life? It's still scary regardless. Even if you know you want to be with this person, it's still scary to be married. But I feel like in my head, I always be like, if it just get that bad, I don't care what nobody say. I don't care about what nobody else think. I'm going to leave. Because a lot of times people don't leave because they worried about what everybody else think. But baby, no, if I'm not happy and I don't want to be there, I don't care how long we've been together, nothing, the kids, we'll figure it out. You know what I mean? They'll be okay. My mom was a single parent, okay? So, co-parenting is fine. They grow up just as fine as kids in a married home, So, I just be like, you gotta, if you're not happy, don't stay nowhere because this is just gonna get worse and worse and worse, so.
I agree with that. 100%. So, how did you know your husband was the one?
I guess it was just first of all, we've been together since high school, so it was them high school years was a little shaky because, he was doing some little stuff that he wanted to do. I was still doing some stuff I wanted to do. But it was just I was literally praying one time. It was if we supposed to stay together, all this, God, let him say this certain thing to me or whatever. And so it was literally the next day or something, he called and said,
oh, wow.
This thing. So I was like, okay, God, you want me to be with him. Because I feel like as far as someone being a one, it's multiple people that could be the one, if that makes sense. So I feel
I agree with that.
Yeah, I feel like it's not necessarily, he was the one. It was just
he's the one you chose.
Yeah, he's the one I chose, and that we make a good fit and all that. And God, obviously wanted us to be together for this timing. But I don't feel like everybody just have one person that they, even I feel like if I would have prayed and it didn't work out and stuff, I would have found somebody else. You know what I mean? That's just how I think. So I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
Do you feel like there is a one?
No.
I kind of already know your answer just based off the answers.
I feel like it could be multiple ones, but people change too. Stop. Oh.
It's probably because.
Damn, let me check this while we at it.
What? How long are we?
We
the past.
Way past. Maybe we can
need to close this shit up.
Right. Are you able to cut it and then
do like part
1? Yeah, like episode 3 is gonna be part 1 and episode 2.
We might as well go ahead and do it. Yeah, part 1, part 2.
Let me see. I think
I need to make sure my phone.
This is a good conversation, though.
I'm gonna have to get.
I feel like after this, we gonna have people in ID.
Yeah. Well, y'all definitely gonna have to.
Well, they gonna check mine, so they gonna be in.
My shit
they
got
gonna
a
be in
request.
yours.
I'm gonna try to tell them to follow me.
They were, she open her DMs. Alright.
So the way these episodes go, I'm gonna buy another what you call them? SD card.
Okay, let me make sure. Computer don't die.
Okay. I think we should be good for now. Okay. Now what was that? What you were saying?
Is it just one person that's the one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, I feel like you can have multiple ones for sure. Especially since people change. So like the person that might have been the one at 21 might not be the one when you like 32 and don't got nobody. So you know, it's just about different stages in life and move on your level. Because again, when you're 21, you might be broke. Whoever your match is might be broke too. Yeah. Y'all grinding together. But then you might be at a stage where you just grinding. Now you rich. You not finna date no broke dude. So no broke dude is gonna be the one. So yeah. Period.
That's why I think people like after it'll be like 20, 30 years and somebody get a divorce. Like that, it just didn't work. It's okay. Like people, I feel like divorce is so like looked down upon or something, like, oh my god, they're getting a divorce, and people, like I said, worry so much about what they family gonna say, or like you know, like so many people look up to me and my husband and stuff, and because we like the only ones that's really married at this age, and so I could see how, you know, if we was to get a divorce, like how it would be so weird to have to tell our parents or our siblings and stuff, and we've been together so long. I feel like I would be a little worried, like what they gotta say about it. Like even though I know my family support whatever I do, but it's just to the point of we've been together most of our you know, childhood life and stuff. So it's like that would be scary to have to be like, oh, we getting a divorce, like.
Then you gotta kind of step away from that family a little bit.
Yeah, more. And then we've been together so long. I'm close to his family. He close to my family. Then our kids have to tell our kids, like, yeah, we not, you know, together no more. Like, that's so weird to me. Like, I don't even like thinking about that. Like, it's just, that's a weird area.
Well, speaking of family, how do you feel about involving your family, like, in your disputes with your spouse? You think that's a no? Or
that's a no.
Okay.
Because once you do that, it's gonna be like they gonna always look at that person in a different light. So even if you forget them or be like moving on, done with it, they gonna be like, oh no, remember when they did this, or they just gonna have this negative perception about them.
But shoot, not even just family, even Facebook and stuff. People be putting all their business on Facebook as soon as they get mad at somebody, you know, in a relationship, and then they put all that business, like, he cheated, he did this and all that, and then the next day, babe, this, you the one look stupid.
Right, that's what I was going to say. It makes you look stupid.
You look so dumb, and that's why I have never, it was only one time I put when we broke up for like 2 weeks, and I really didn't even say nothing. I was just like, I'm not with him no more, so can y'all stop asking me about him and stuff, and the Facebook went nuts. Y'all not together no more? No, like... And I'm like, I'm not never saying nothing. Like, when we arguing and stuff, I don't put that stuff on Facebook. Like, what's the point? And my family, I mean, with my mama and stuff, she, like, I might be like, Joe, get on my nerves or something right now. But my mama love him so much. She don't care what, like, I mean, she care what he do, but she love him so much. It's to the point where if he was to cheat or something, she'd probably be like, and I forgive him. She not going to care because it's like she know that's our relationship, and that's, you know, she not gonna be like, oh, he cheated. She love him so much, like, she know what type of person he is. So it's like, you know, but I wouldn't be telling her all types of stuff, or you know, it's too much, because then everybody got something to say about your relationship.
I'm very private and personal when it comes to dating and relationships and stuff like that. So you'll probably never see me post anybody on my social media.
Well,
like,
I ain't gonna say that.
I feel like that's how I'd be if I was like just dating people and stuff. Yeah. Especially like the bigger I get and stuff, I don't think I would be posting people, because then all of my little followers and stuff, they gonna go follow them. Like, what is y'all doing? Like, yeah, but exactly. So I'm like, I don't think I'll be.
The only person getting posted is my husband.
Right.
That's it.
And y'all see, I hardly even. Everybody obviously know I'm married and stuff, and I post on Joy and Rizma, but I hardly post really him and my daughter on my page. Like, even when I post my daughter, they be like, "You got a daughter already?" I be like, "Yeah." Like, obviously you don't watch the Family Channel,
right?
But on my personal, if they just following me on my regular Instagram, I don't really post them like that. Like, I don't feel like I have to. Like,
yeah, especially with Instagram. Like, Instagram is so funny. I feel like you really got to post what your target followers and target audience want to see. Because once you start deviating from that, they gonna be like, I'm not coming here every day. I'm not finna like this stuff.
Right. Like, so if you want to see me and my husband, go to our page. You could go see him on there. That's it. Like,
for sure.
So what other question?
Maybe I should flag this part.
Yeah, flag it. Can you pause it real quick?
Nope.
No.
I could flag it.
What other questions do I have? Okay. I got a question. So, like, what's y'all longest relationship y'all been
in?
3 years.
Same.
Yeah, it was
That's not bad.
Toxic years.
Oh, well, then that is bad.
Mine wasn't really toxic. We just decided to go our separate ways. I only had one toxic relationship to where I felt like I had to go. Right. But every other relationship, it was kind of like we made the decision to like part ways. And as far as dating, I'm still cool with some of the people I dated in my past. I know it's probably frowned upon to me.
I mean, it depends on.
I can call a few people up that I've dated in the past, and there's no issue.
No, that's good though. I feel like if you can't call somebody that you dated when you was like an adult, like, it's like, how strong was the friendship? Because you should still be able to communicate, be cordial if it ended well. But yeah, I only had 2 relationships. One was 3 years. One, maybe like a month. So
a month.
But I'm still dating him.
Oh,
we broke up so that we could date. But other than that, yeah, I had this toxic situationship. Wasn't a relationship, but it was like a whole year, and I was just like, I'd never waste my time on a situationship again.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I've been married in a relationship for 8 years, but before that, I feel like I had like little teenage boyfriends and stuff. And then my first relationship when I was like 14, 16, whatever. I mean, I was with him for a year, but that was terrible. That was just, like, ridiculously terrible. So I don't even count him. I just say my husband, the only person I actually been in a relationship with, because it was really like.
So did you feel like a little bit limited, or like I should get out here and try more people before I settle down, or was you just like, nah?
I feel like I was fast while I was a teenager. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I was doing stuff I wasn't supposed to be doing at 14, 15, 16, all that stuff. We didn't meet each other till I was turning 18. So I kind of like was already. I won't say I wasn't a thought or nothing. Don't get me wrong, but I mean he wasn't my He wasn't my first. So it was like, I had other people and stuff. So I think I was fine then. Sometimes it would be like when I was like in college and stuff. That was hard. Like, that's why we broke up for 2 weeks. It was hard. Like, it was really hard being in a relationship and being faithful in college. I'm not gonna lie, like, it's so many dudes at college.
Period.
So many dudes, college, and then they was at me though. And then it's a difference. It's not like, okay, like, I'm ugly or something, they not at me or something. Like, it would have made it easier, but like, no, they was at me. So it was like, oh my God, like, and then we wound up breaking up for 2 weeks. Not for anybody. It was just like, I was just like, I don't feel like I'm being the best person I could be to you.
Right.
So let's just break up. And then 2 weeks later, I was like, no, I want to get back together. So we wound up getting back together.
See, breaks, I feel like breaks help you to miss that person if it's really meant to be. But it don't even have to be a long break. 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
It was 2 weeks. And
did y'all agree on the break or it just happened?
We did not agree at all.
Oh,
he was not going. I'm surprised he even took me back, to be honest.
Okay.
He was so heated. He didn't want it to happen. Like, it was crazy. It was around Valentine's Day.
And y'all was long distance, right?
No, he was at my freaking college every day. You know, I went to DePaul my freshman year.
I'm thinking she went to, like, ISU.
No, I went to DePaul, which is downtown Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
And we lived in Chicago, so I was literally, like, 30 minutes from the crib. So he would come all the time. He was at my dorm all the time and all that. It was just intense and all that. Like, it was just too intense. And I'm just like, sophomore year, I wanted to go to Aurora, which is like the suburbs of Chicago. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, well, he was still coming all the time. But I just couldn't do it. It was just, and like I said, I'd rather not, you know, feel like I'm being this bad person to somebody or like I'm not giving them my all or like there's a potential for cheating or something. So let's just take a break up. And then 2 weeks, I had fun, not like, you know, cheating or anything or not doing anything physical, just enjoying myself. And then I'm like, no, I want to be with him. Get back together and been together ever since. So,
okay. All right, you guys, thank you so much for listening today for our part 2 of our relationships episode 4. And make sure y'all go follow us at 21 Minutes or Less on Twitter and Instagram, and then type in 21 Minutes or Less podcast on YouTube and 21 Minutes or Less on Facebook. Go like us and tune into our videos. And make sure y'all go follow our personal pages at Keisha Milana, KeyShamilana.
And Riz Monet.
And Miss Butterfly 21, MISS.
All right, and if you're an entrepreneur, make sure you email us to try to get a spot on our next episodes. Our Gmail is 21minsorless@gmail.com.
All right, y'all. So if y'all want to engage with us on Instagram, please come to our Instagram and look at our questions. You can come to the comments, and we will definitely reply.
And you can also have your questions read on air on one of our next episodes. So make sure you commenting, sharing the questions so you can get your ad read, period.